This is some leftover chili from a trip Mom made to Wendy's today. I think she made it around 3:30 p.m. Basically as she was coming home from work today. I had the first of these containers of chili from Wendy's at around 4 p.m. Shortly prior to that, I had a glass of milk and a couple of mild cheddar cheese sticks like I'm having with the chili right now. Intending for that to be my lunch. Though I only put one packet of crackers in. The Wendy's chili they had for lunch, I put in 2 packets for this one. Because I noticed that I was given a few packets of crackers. Mom's going to be using this polystyrene head to help keep a stuffed clown's head up for our upcoming Halloween party, of which I believe she did the bottom half of that stuffed clown. She gave the stuffed clown feet and legs by getting I think this pair of shoes that I think she ordered through Amazon. Took the stuffing out of the shoes. Took a metal wire hanger for each of the 2 shoes. And kind of bent them into an L shape. This bottom part of the hanger went inside each shoe, and then the top part of each L was used to support / attach the legs to the feet. The leggings were stuffed using a combination of foam like this, though not too much since some is needed for the upper half of the stuffed clown. And then the shoe stuffing was used as well to stuff / support the legs. And I believe that's generally as far as Mom got when it came to today's progress on the stuffed clown. And this took place roughly around 6:30 p.m. according to my best recollection. According to my best recollection, from 4:30 p.m. To 5:30 p.m. at the latest, so working for about an hour today, both of us, Mom and I. We worked on stuffing these plastic hands. I believe as a sort of party favor. That's what's intended. Generally in each one, we would put in 3 gummy fingers, trying to make the 3 fingers matching color after we did the first couple. Though there were, for the last couple, or for 2 actually, not necessarily the last 2, we could only put a gummy finger in for 2 of the fingers, and for the rest, we put in 2 gummy worms inside each finger. Then I would generally I first filled the fingers, Mom and I, we first filled the fingers, putting in the gummy worms, into the fingers was a lot more difficult, significantly more difficult than gummy fingers, because the gummy worms The kind of way I would put it are significantly more malleable than the gummy fingers. So the gummy worms are more susceptible to not really pushing through the thin plastic lining. And once that part was done, we filled them in again. Generally for each hand, I would put in a Reese's, one of the Reese's peanut butter cups that Mom gave out on Halloween night to the 5 or 6 trick-or-treaters that she got. That's what she said about the number of trick-or-treaters she got on Halloween. If generally always at least one Reese's peanut butter cup inside of these plastic hands, though a couple have a white chocolate Reese's peanut butter cup stuffed in. Then either a fun-sized pack of Giggles, a chewy candy, or, if I recall correctly, they were called Fun Yums. Basically a mini packet of fruit gummies. A sucker, from what I recall, the flavor could vary between grape, orange, and a red flavor, most likely something between strawberry and cherry. I didn't check the flavor of each lollipop. Only really noting down the colors I happened to notice. A handful from a plastic bag of cinnamon flavored Jelly Belly jelly beans that I believe Mom got from the bulk candy section at our local Wegmans, and then a handful of what was left over of the gummy worms from when we stuffed the fingers. All in all, for roughly 15 party favors, we ended up using all of our cinnamon jelly beans and gummy worms. Though I believe for the last one, I ended up having to put in extra. Even though at points I had concerns that we would run out of both the jelly beans and the gummy worms before we put some in each plastic hand, but thankfully that ended up not being the case. Earlier in the day, I recall eating 2 regular Reese's peanut butter cups. That was sometime in the afternoon. Though, despite that, and despite the stuffing the party favors, we still ended up with plenty of leftovers that we could kind of stuff into sort of candy dishes for the party, including this here night. Excuse me. Another candy dish right here too, roughly in the same spot I just filmed. I'm currently in the process of working on a second drawing of a jack-o'-lantern off of a polystyrene cup. Part of the reason why I gave that polystyrene head for Mom to use for the stuffed clown has to do with the fact that I'm not going to be able to finish it in time for the party at this point. I finished the top of the second polystyrene cup jack-o'-lantern today. For the grooves of the pumpkin, I did what I ended up doing last time and used an orange ultrafine, which I'm glad I did. I kind of initially messed those lines up when trying to, for the most part, move them out from the center. I was able to correct them when I used a red ultrafine Sharpie marker. The red is what's necessary in order for the grooves to be visible against the orange pumpkin. I only did orange ultrafine first initially because I figured it would be I figured that's what I needed to do to make the grooves look like, just like the first jack-o'-lantern polystyrene drawing. And before that point, during the morning hours, I drew in the top cut using first a fine-tipped yellow Sharpie marker and then an ultra-fine light orange Sharpie marker. The groove pattern for the top is something I completed in the afternoon, during the afternoon and evening hours, following my help with helping Mom with Party Favor plastic hands.